Welcome to playing with watercolors. Emma Leach here, and we're sketching out the model for the head. And this is a person completely made up. It is not any reference up for the reference. I can't English today. But anyways, I'm sketching out guidelines. You do heads and all that good stuff in art. And this stuff will come naturally as many times as you've done it as I have. Don't ask me of how many times, because I cannot remember. Right now I'm doing the eyeballs. I got my guidelines to even up the eyeballs. Excuse me. I've had a big meal and it's kicking in, and I feel slightly exhausted. And this is just like standard person, and we're going to watercolor this person. And this is just standard watercolor paper, nothing fancy. This is stuff that you can get from Walmart, and only have the top part taped down. I know if you don't tape it down completely, it's gonna bacon up on the paper. But once I put it in my heavy portfolio, it's almost like laying a book on it. Once it's dried, it will unbacon. This is nothing fancy. I'm using Mozart watercolors. I like how bright the Mozart watercolors are. I use them a lot on my illustration project, which I'm still working on finishing. It's amazing all the work that goes into illustrating for children's books. But the only problem with the Mozart watercolors, there's really no skin tone, so I decide to paint him Simpson color yellow. This is gonna be a burly neighbor of Homer Simpson. So anybody, once this is finished, comment down below of what the name of this project, not the project, of this piece. And now we get the lip looking a little pouty, but right now you see me erase constantly. I'm trying to get the proper shape. I just didn't care for the nose, how it turned out. So I'm just redefining it again. And I did the nose shorter than I normally do it. It's not in proper perspective. I wanted to give him a massive chin, kind of like Thanos, but not a cauliflower chin. Why would I want to make him look like a monster? I just wanted a burly, mad-ish looking person. I'm just going by gut feeling. I just wanted to paint with watercolors because I haven't played with them in a long time. And I think there's a airplane or helicopter overhead that you probably hear in the background. I have no idea. I hear it. I don't know if the mic picks it up. So enjoy the extra noise. I know previously I had morning birds in the background, so if you hear them, I'm not generating a morning bird sound. Just enjoy the actual nature sound. Probably hear them right now because I hear them every so often. So I'm doing the hole for the nose. I'm trying not to talk about the art as much, but most of these guidelines, when I get closer to watercoloring, I tend to lighten them up so they don't show up as much. That's the best thing about using watercolors. I mean, they're just as good as the pro markers, but they last longer. They're cheaper, but you just need the right materials, and you can use them on the Bristol board. You just can't limit yourself of how much water you add to the paper. But there come with the watercolors. Usually I start off with a lighter. Here's the lighter yellow, and then I'm gonna come in with a darker yellow skin color mixture to define the cheekbones. And here I go to add. And I'm just quickly washing it over the face. And I could have just slapped some water on there. It took out most of the streaky look. Now I'm adding in a lot of the darker tones with my little pointy brush. I forgot the name of the brush. It was given to me by my sister, which I appreciate. A lot of my art equipment was given to me. Everybody knows that I'm the one that likes to draw and paint, and that I've stuck to it for so long. And they end up having craft stuff that they get tired of and that they don't want, and they don't want it to go to waste. So they give it to me, which I appreciate. Getting a drawing pad for Christmas is the bomb. Or Hobby Lobby, gift cards, Marshalls, all that stuff. You see the big brush right there? That is to grab the little chunks that the Mozart paints leave behind, so you don't end up with little dots. You have to have a dry brush to pick up the little chunks. Dabbing it with your finger really doesn't work. The dry brush grabs those chunks, and you can move it around all you want. It's a long process. I just decide to pick it up and get it out the way. So how's everybody doing today? I forgot what today was. And now I'm working on the forehead. I'm trying to leave light spots where I want the light shining on the picture. This one is not, I'm not trying to make it look hyper realistic. I'm just playing around with my watercolors. And on the left side of the face, that's where the darker shadows are. So I decided to add the darker mixture to that. And I'm spreading it. I cannot English today. Grr. But I wonder how many artists go back over their takes when they mess up a word. Not this one. You get what you get with me. If I did that, I would be doing these takes 1,000 times. Because me no English. Now I'm adding in the lighter yellows around those certain spots. And I'm mixing it in with the dark spots. Usually I just cover the figure in completely light tones and then I go over in the dark tones. This one I just changed up my process. Oh, by the way, if there's a certain thing you would like to see me draw or ink, paint, well, draw mostly because I'm low on my paint. Just leave me a comment or go to Facebook, MLH Arts. Eventually, I have this side up, and then I'll have my prices set up. And if there's anything that you want to buy, I will be more than happy to accommodate. Now I'm adding in the lighter yellows. Oh, I could tell it just picked up the bird and the mic. It's awesome. It's a noisy little bird. He wants to commentate on the picture. Unfortunately, I've run out of things to say. Previously on the video that I have had lost, that I posted the first time, I had to take it down. And not because of terrible behavior. It was because of I was doing my too much, and I could not stand it. So I took it down, and then I accidentally deleted the entire thing. So I had to re-edit this project all the way through. At least I already had it set up. So here it is now. Now I'm going to add in I'm laying down water onto the off screen. You don't see the 2 cups with watercolors. When you're working with watercolors, you need 2 cups, a dirty cup and a clean cup. So that way when you're mixing your colors, you don't end up making mush. Because if you mix too many colors together, it turns into mud-looking type colors. The only problem with the Mozart watercolors is that the black isn't dark enough for me. Because right now I'm just doing a suggestion of a hair tone. I'm just mushing stuff together for a suggestive background. All that other stuff. And I have my water cup, my 2 water cups, and that rag that you see off to the top left. That is what I use for inking to clean everything. And now I'm just throwing in a darker yellow for the neck. And I'm going to use that darker yellow to outline the jawline, as you can see. I told you this person was going to look mad. It's Homer Simpson's burly neighbor. He was too close to the power plant. That's why he got big and mad. Because he's a Hulk-ish Simpson character, I guess. I don't know. I was just throwing some stuff together. Now on the left side, I'm just trying to match the right side with the backgrounds. quickly together. Oh, this is close to the end. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and I hope you like this video. And any questions, be happy to answer. Bye.